Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great and I'm doing great as well. So I'm doing something exciting on this Saturday. I'm so nervous about it, but I don't want to share it right now in the social media. I don't know whether I'll be sharing it or not, but I just felt like giving a hint to everybody out there that I'm doing something exciting. Like after a long time, I'm just getting back to that point where I'm going to start off myself. And for today's video, it's going to be the products that I love from a single brand. It's not actually a one brand tutorial, but it's kind of a one brand tutorial, and the brand is Nyxcosmetics because I love Nyx personally and professionally because their products are amazing, guys, and they have a very good product range, different collections and different kind of products, so everybody can find one from their brand. So majority of the products are from Nyx and a few are from other brands. So yeah, if you want to know how I created this look with the favorite products from Nyx, please keep watching the video, guys. So I'm going to start off with my primer, and I have two favorites from Nyx. That is the Nyx Honey Dunia primer, and the other one is Nyx Bear With Me Hydrating Jelly Primer. I like both of them, but this is my favorite one because this product a little bit goes a long way, and it gives a good amount of hydration, and it makes your skin looking so healthy with that natural glow. So I'm going to use this one for today. So once my primer is done, I'm just going ahead and correcting all the pigmented spots. So this is an unusual step that I have to carry over. So sometimes I just use my concealer to even hide in the dark spots, use a shade darker so that it acts like a corrector as well. But I wanted to use an orange corrector today, so I used my favorite illegal orange corrector. I'm going ahead and doing my cream contour, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution stick foundation. This is in the shade F13. I wanted to talk a lot about Nyx products today. I actually wanted to do a full face of Nyx, but when I just dug through my products, I just found out I don't have a few products from Nyx, so I'm not going to talk much about the other brands. Nyx is one of my favorite brands from drugstore, guys. They have an amazing products collection or product range or product categories, whatever you can call it. All the products from Nyx are highly pigmented, and they are most popular, most trending, and I just love the brand. Nyx as a brand, I just have my whole heart to it. Being a drugstore brand, and they are equally compatible with all the high-end brands, guys. You have to just give a try to Nyx if you haven't yet. And I have already done a video on a full face of Maybelline products. So Maybelline, Nyx and L'Oreal, all these are super equal competitors. When they come out with a product, they make sure that it just beats down the industry in that same line, if you know what I mean. I wanted to do contour underneath the foundation for a long time, so I usually prefer doing it this way because it just makes your skin look so natural and flawless. And I'm using a small buffing brush to just buff out my contour, and be sure that you do not drag the contour down. So the very next step is foundation, and two favorites from Nyx, that is Nyx Cantstop Wontstop Full Coverage Matte Foundation and Nyx Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. And my shades in both are neutral buff, it's the number 10.3 from Nyx. So I just love both the foundations, guys. This is a medium to a buildable coverage kind of foundation, and the Cantstop Wontstop is a completely full coverage foundation. It can hide anything on your face, guys. It's literally full coverage foundation. So I preferably use it whenever I I'm like a little bit off the track, like I tend to use a full coverage foundation, or if there is a special occasion I want my makeup to really last long, and then I go ahead and use this one. Like this is like amazing product, guys. So I'm just gonna take one pump of this and one squeeze of this, just to show you like how the combination of this even works greater, because this is completely matte and this is completely radiant. So, and this is the first time me mixing in these two together as well. So I'm just going to see like how it's going to work onto my face. So I have taken one pump and one squeeze of each. The NYX Cantstop Won't Stop is a little bit thicker foundation, so it doesn't need like a one full pump, and the NYX Born to Glow one is like a little bit runnier, so you might need like a little bit more than one squeeze. So I'm going to use my trusty beauty blender to bounce it all over my skin. Just work your way with the foundation, guys. Do not be in a hurry or in a haste to just blend in your foundation, because foundation blending is the place like where your entire face is going to like matter the most. Because if you don't blend in the foundation properly, it's just going to make you look more and more worse. I hope that makes sense to you, because I have done it many times. Like I don't blend my foundation properly and it doesn't just sit well onto my skin. So when I just start doing my concealer, my foundation starts to break, crack, like whatever bad things can happen to the foundation on the skin has happened to me like so many times before. I guess you guys can already see like how the coverage is and how that glow is coming from the Born to Glow foundation. Like, can you just look at my skin, like how it is looking? And I feel like this is like the prettiest match to me, like the foundation shade. I'm just gonna add a little more foundation onto the center of my face, because I feel like I need a little more coverage over this area. I'm just gonna take like whatever is left on the back of my palm and just bounce over the rest. And the very next step is concealing and highlighting, and this is like one of my favorite concealers. It's the NYX Cantstop Won't Stop concealer, and this one I'm using in the shade oh my god, I just forgot the shade name. This is True Beige, and this is like a super amazing shade for me. Like it just gives me the right amount of brightness and the right amount of concealing. So I'm just going to take a little bit onto my eyelids as well, like to cover up the corrector, and highlight on usual areas like where I would usually. So yeah, I just did my bronzer and I set the areas with a translucent powder, like wherever I did my concealing and highlighting. So the next step is I'm going to move on with my eyes, and for eyes I'm going to be using the NYX Ultimate Edit eyeshadow palette. Like these are like the bite-sized palettes. Like look at the size of the palette, guys, and I have tried it once. The pigment is like insane, guys. Like I don't understand like how come like they could be like so super pigmented. Like I'm just in love with it, guys, like as you all know. So I'm just going to start off with my eyeshadow, and I'm going to be not targeting like a specific look, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to like randomly pick the shades. Like there are 1 2 3 4 5 6, there are 6 colors in this palette. So I'm just going to like randomly go from the lightest to the darkest and then finish off my eyeshadow. There's nothing special about it. I just wanted to show you like how far pigmented the eyeshadow palette is. Thank God that I have all the base products that I love from NYX, like 2 different primers and then my favorite foundations, my favorite concealers, and yeah, NYX Born to Glow concealer is also my favorite, and I use the same shade in that as well. Like NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop and Born to Glow, like they are like my best buddies. Like I don't like, whenever I don't feel like doing anything on my face, I just use them and they make my face look more and more appealing, if you know what I mean. So I started with the lightest shade and now just I'm moving on with the deeper shades. So I used this shade like onto my entire eyelids, and then I used this like to just fill in the eyelid alone. So now I'm going to take this glittery shade over here and just like fill in onto my inner corner probably. I'm just going to use my ring finger for that. Like fingers are the best friends of glitters, guys. Like they make the pigment transfer so well and so deep, and the warmth of your fingers are just the best for them. Like, can you see that, guys? Like how subtle and how beautifully that is just glowing. I'm just filling in like 3/4 of my eyelids, starting from the inner corner. I'm just loving the eyeshadow, guys, like how simple and neat it looks. So the very next step is curling my lashes and then going ahead and doing my favorite mascara from NYX. So my favorite mascara from NYX is the NYX On The Rise mascara. This mascara is like insane, guys. The wand of it, like look at the wand, guys, like how beautiful it is. Like it just helps in separating out all the lashes by giving it the length and the volume. But I feel like the only thing that disturbs me about this wand is that the needles of the wand are like a little bit more pokey. Like it just tends to get more sharp when I just try to like roll it over my lashes. So sometimes it just pokes my waterline. It hasn't happened with any other mascara previously, but this one does hurt me a lot. But I still love to use it. I guess you guys can just visualize and see like how my lashes are looking and how thick my lash band has also become. Like, so when you just do the mascara, just do from the bottom of the lashes, guys, so that your actual lash band also looks more thicker and fuller, so your eyes just look more even, like, if you know what I mean. And the very next step is I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I love the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil, and I'm using the shade, this one is Chocolate, which is MBP04. So I just love this one, guys. Like it's amazing, guys. It's like super smooth and super creamy, easy to glide on. But as you guys can already see, like my eyebrows are like pretty much fuller, so I'm just going to give it a shape and just fill in all the sparse areas, and you would just see the difference immediately, guys. Like I'm just going to shape this up. Like, can you just see, like the moment I just filled in, look at my face, like how different it is looking. I just love this brow pencil, guys. Like it's just amazing. It's like super cute, super amazing. And this one is like I guess this is the dupe to the Anastasia Beverly Hills brows, which is also my favorite, and I switch between the shades like soft brown and dark brown depending on what look I'm creating or like in what mood I am on that day. So I'm just going ahead and barely filling in all the gaps. I'm going to do the same with the other eyebrows, and be careful that I don't like make it like too dark. So I'm done filling in my eyebrows, and now I'm going to do my lower waterline. So another favorite product from NYX is their slide on glide on eye pencil. Like they are in like different shades, and so you can just pick them like however you want. So I'm just going to use the shade Glitzy Gold onto my lower waterline just to like enhance the entire look. I'm just going ahead and taking it onto my lash line as well, like very slowly. So I'm almost done with my face. So my next step is using the blush, and I love the NYX Sweet Cheeks palette. Like, it is an amazing palette, guys. Like, I just love all the shades in this. So I'm gonna pick one randomly and do my blush. Be sure to pack the blush first and then go ahead and swipe. This palette is also like super pigmented, guys, so it will definitely last you long. So only when digging through the products I found out that I don't have an highlighter from NYX. I actually tried to find out the NYX illuminating, I guess that's the face illuminator, but I couldn't get my hands on it like in the recent times. So I'm going to use one of my favorite highlighters, that is from Wet n Wild, the Megaglo highlighter. So the last but not the least step are my lips, and NYX lip liners are like my favorite lip liners, guys. Like, I have like about like 30 or 40 lip liners from NYX, I guess, like pretty much every single shade. And for today I'm going to use the NYX Suede matte lip liner. This is in the shade London. This says that it is matte, guys, but it just glides on your skin like super creamy, and they are like super long lasting as well. So I'm just going to line and fill my lips at the same time, and I'm going to top up my lips with the NYX buttergloss, and this is in the shade Cream Brule. I don't know like how to pronounce. It's in the shade number BLG05. I'm just like going to run this on the top of the liner. I didn't feel like using a lipstick actually for today, so I just used a lip liner and my favorite buttergloss. So this is the finished look, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video and the look as well. Like, I tried to gather all my favorite products from NYX and put together into a single look. So I just love like how simple and how glowy it has turned out, like glowing on all my high points and keeping it matte on all the other areas. So I really enjoyed like creating a look from my favorite products, like from a single brand. So thank you so much for watching the video, guys, and please do subscribe the channel. That's what I usually say. So thank you once again, guys. Bye bye, see you until next.